Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. Before we dive in, please take a minute to subscribe to my channel if you don't already. And please check out the link you see on your screen for a message from our sponsor, The Motley Fool, where you can get the top 10 stocks to buy right now. All right. So, all six of these stocks I own in my own portfolio, and I consider them to be kind of core positions. They are large, well established companies that I still think either trade at a very big discount to their true value, have a lot of growth potential, or both. So, let's take those one at a time. So first is Teva Pharmaceutical. This is definitely a value play. It's a company that has had a rough 5 years, if we're being honest. They're a leading manufacturer of mostly generic drugs. I think 2023 could be a great year for them. All these lawsuits related to the opioid crisis are almost in the rearview mirror and should be this year. They've agreed on settlements and things like that. A lot of potential in this business. $12 billion market cap is a fraction of what I think it could be worth. And it's a stock that I've owned for quite some time. Next is FedEx. We all know FedEx. This is one of the first stocks I ever bought and don't really need much of an introduction. They are a massive logistics platform, almost a $50 billion market cap, nice dividend holding. As e-commerce grows, we're just going to need to get more stuff around the world is kind of the easy way to describe the thesis there. They're always going to be in demand, and they're doing a great job of executing in a challenging environment right now. 3 is General Motors, GM. This is one of my favorite stock holdings, one of my top 10 in my portfolio. They're known as one of the world's largest automakers. I think they are the sneaky way to play the electric and autonomous vehicle revolution. GM is slowly but surely starting to electrify a lot of its popular models. The electric Silverado, for example, the electric Hummer sold out very quickly, and you can't find one right now. They have a proprietary battery technology called the Ultium platform. And they're the majority owner of Cruise Automation, which is arguably the most promising candidate in driverless ride sharing. So I think that $50 billion market cap could get a whole lot bigger in the years to come, especially if they're successful in translating their customer loyalty with their gasoline models into customer loyalty with high profit electric models. So it's a company that I think is a very, very interesting play on what people think. People think of GM as kind of a legacy automaker, but I think it's a really interesting play on the future of the industry. Next is Disney. The stock has been beaten down. There's a lot of questions about their CEO shakeup, whether or not they'll be able to profitably scale the streaming business, which I think they will. And in the meantime, it is a media conglomerate. It's got the theme parks that are just cash machines. It's got some of the most valuable movie franchises in the world, TV networks, cruise line, you name it. I personally think Disney will be $1 trillion company within 10 years. I'm going to set a reminder to look back right now, 10 years from now, and see if I was right. But I think Disney will surpass a $1 trillion market cap within the next 10 years. I think the streaming business, once they figure out profitability, will be just a huge, huge revenue driver or a huge bottom line profit driver. And it's a stock that is just, I think it's in my top 15. It's one that I've been adding to quite a bit lately. Kinsale Capital. This is kind of one that a lot of people aren't too familiar with. They're an insurance company. They specialize in unusual situations. This could mean high risk situations. It can mean risks that are just, tough to figure out. If you own a demolition business, for example, or something that's inherently risky, a lot of insurance companies won't talk to you. And that's where specialty insurers like Kinsale come in. $6.5 billion market cap, been a great stock to own for the past few years. It pays a very, very tiny dividend, but that's not why we own it. I think there's a big market here. They have less than 1% of their addressable market, and they're a very, very profitable insurer. And speaking of insurers, MetLife is another one that's been in my portfolio for a long time. Big insurance company, focus on life insurance. It's just a really great, slow and steady business model. You're not going to get rich with a stock like MetLife, but you're not going to go poor with it either. Steady, great returns over time. And in the 10 years or so I've owned it, that has certainly been the case. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to click subscribe if you don't subscribe to my channel already. And as always, this video is sponsored by The Motley Fool. Be sure to visit www.fool.com/Frankel to receive the top 10 best stocks to buy now.